Hello and welcome to Hank Games Without Hank. My name is John Green. I'm the manager of the AFC Wimbly Womblys. Today taking on Sheffield Wednesday, the mighty Owls of Sheffield Wednesday. Yes, nothing intimidates you more than a team named after a day in the middle of the week whose mascot is an owl. Good luck to Sheffield Wednesday, one of many great football clubs to come out of Sheffield. Sheffield United, Sheffield Football Club, where the original rules of soccer were written in like the 900s AD. I think that's wrong by about 1,000 years. Anyway, we're starting Dini and Dicko today. Dini made a special request of the manager to start because he's concerned, oh gosh, that he might need to transfer. It's endless. It's endless. I feel like I'm very understanding of Dini's lifestyle. By the way, we're in fifth. And yet, at times, he's a little frustrating. Obviously, he's amazing. He's a brilliant player. He's got more goals for us this season than anyone. But he can be annoying a little bit. He just he came in, he was clearly hungover, and he was like, "Boss, I really need to play next week." And I was like, "Well, it's hard to believe that you're going to give your all in training when you're clearly your eyes are swimming in your head. You're looking in two different directions." But anyway, I still love him. Just a complicated love. You know how love can be complicated? Oh, wait, that's the subject of today's video. I'm going to continue to give you guys some love and romance advice because I'm such an expert. I got dumped over and over and over again when I was a kid. Even my wife broke up with me briefly after we dated very, very briefly for we went on 3 or 4 dates, and then she broke up with me to briefly pursue a relationship with one of her former flames. Then that fell apart, and Sarah and I started dating properly. And it was in that interim 6 months between what Sarah and I refer to as the spring and the fall, between when we dated briefly and when we really ended up dating. It was in those 3 months that I learned, or 6 months, that I learned a lot about myself, a lot about confidence, and about that old phrase, being yourself, which is such an infuriating phrase in so many ways, because, of course, whose self would I otherwise be being? But I learned, as I think you only can organically, I learned what that meant, what that was going to mean for me, and what, that I was all right, I guess, that I was okay by myself, that I, knew who I was, I knew what my values were, and that I could live in a way that was semi in accordance with those values. Certainly not entirely. Oh my gosh, that was almost a searching, beautiful through ball. That was almost an incredibly well-weighted pass. Meredith, what's the first question? How do you get over heartbreak? Well, that's one of my areas of expertise because I have been heartbroken many times. But I'm not good at getting over it. The first thing that I would say is that it's okay. It's okay to be Oh no! Everything worked out better than expected. It's okay to be heartbroken. It's not a character flaw or anything. And it's appropriate to be sad when it's appropriate to mourn losses. And there is a loss. Oh God, speaking of losing. Oh, McCabe scores for mighty Sheffield Wednesday, the terrifying Owls that strike on Wednesdays, and that guy is inexplicably inserting his hands into the field. His name is Coke. Frick. That's frustrating. We didn't have a good start. Been a couple tough games here for the Wimbly Womblys after a really good run of form. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Keep going. Look at that. That's just massive. Oh, and then the worst possible pass. Who was that? That was H. Walter White. Looking fantastic. The White House. Good stuff. Good stuff from the White House right there. But all for nothing, so much effort in this world. Yeah, so it's okay to be heartbroken. Obviously you don't want it to. The problem is that I think for other people, when you're not the heartbroken person, when you're a supporter of the heartbroken person or a friend or whatever, there's a terrible monotony about heartbreak. Because, of course, there's nothing particularly original about it from the perspective of if you're not in the middle of it. And so, if you're the heartbroken person, you don't want to talk about anything else because to you this heartbreak is endless and fascinating, and it has many depths that must be fully explored in order for you to get over it. The other thing that I would say is that maybe to consider not needlessly lengthening the heartbreak by continuing to hold in your mind the idea that that this thing will somehow be resolved. In fact, I would say that the most successful heartbreak I ever had was after Sarah and I broke up, which was also the only time in a heartbreak when I've been like, well, she's really cool, and I hope that we can stay friends, but we're not going to be in a romantic relationship, and that's okay. Yeah, but if that can't happen, it's okay. It's also okay to be, oh! It's also okay to be like, yeah, I can't be friends with this person anymore because it's extending my heartbreak and needlessly lengthening it, and I'm trying to, like, maintain a relationship that no longer works for me because it doesn't work for me if it's not romantic. Meredith, agree or disagree? She agreed. Whew. So, Zaya! When your head hits the ball, and it goes in the goal, that's Hosea. When you score a great goal from a corner kick, that's Hosea. What a great goal. Isaiah hasn't scored in forever. He hasn't scored in so long that his song is almost exclusively associated with Amora, his central back partner. Oh, slow motion, non-goal. I've never seen a ball travel slower to a goal in my entire life. But that was a nice come-from-behind moment. We really need 3 points out of this game, though, if we're going to be serious playoff contenders. Oh, he touched the ball, Meredith. What's my next question, by the way? Oh! Ah! When's the right time to make the move? Making the move, you know what move has been most effective? People used to always make fun of me about this when I was in, like, high school and college, that I've never kissed a girl without asking her. Like, I've never done the thing where you, like, lean in and you don't know how it's going to go. I'm just not a believer in that. Like, why would you lean in and not know how it's going to go? Why wouldn't you just say, like, do you want to kiss? And then they're in a position where they can say no or yes, and then you kiss. No? Meredith is looking at me dubiously. Huh? Which, you don't like that way? Is that better? Is that better? You seem to not completely believe that it's better. No, it is completely better. Okay, good. All right. Yeah, so that's always been my strategy. Like, even when I was in, like, 6th grade, I would always say, like, I don't know how you feel right now, but I kind of feel like kissing or something. And then, yeah, that's how I would make the move. As for what is the right time to make that move, you got to feel it out. And let me tell you, I'm probably the wrong person to ask. Because there have been occasions where I've said, like, do you think it would be a good idea to kiss right now or whatever? And the person that I was talking to is like, no, I don't even like kissing people of your gender. Then I'll be like, oh, my bad. Cool, though. Yeah, doesn't always work. But then at least it's a conversation instead of this, like, weird act of physical aggression. I don't know. That always weirded me out, the whole, and then the whole idea that, like, boys are the kissers and girls are the kissies. Well, that's weird, too. Like, just puts a weird dynamics into it. Yeah, so as for the right time, not my area of expertise. Definitely didn't always feel it out correctly. But then the wrong time isn't that wrong, is the nice thing about the asking. Then if the wrong time is wrong, it's just like, oh, man, that was awkward. And then it's over. Instead of, like, it being this, like, weird half kiss that then leads to a conversation. Why not have the conversation before the half kiss? Oh, my gosh, what a ball. What a Dicko! Oh! Dicko! Dicko just scored a goal. What a Wimbly Wombly goal that was. We are playing. I mean, I know that we're giving up goals and everything, and I know we're probably going to give up one here. But, like, we're playing beautifully right now. These beautiful flowing through balls. That, I mean, you want to talk about romantic love. I feel something very much like that when I see the Wimbly Womblys play like that. Like, that was an amazing ball. It was so smart. It was so thought out. Like, it was just, it found the space and it said space. I love and worship you. Oh, that was gorgeous. Oh, man. The right time to make the move is right after you see the football club you love score an amazing goal, because everybody's just happy. They want, you know, and you're in a romantic mood. I don't know if you guys are, but I'm feeling it right now. Do you want to make out, Dicko? Because I kind of do. I know that we're both married. I'm just telling you. I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you how I feel. I think Sarah would be fine with it. I'll ask her later. Meredith, what's my next question? How do you get approval from your parents to go on a date? Oh, that's a great question. As a parent, I feel that I have unique insight into it. Oh, Dicko in the box. Dicko in the box. Dicko in the box. No, you were supposed to pass it back to that guy. Oh, he wanted to score so bad, too. I could tell he was kind of motioning for the ball. I mean, so the one thing you have to remember about your parents is that pretty much, I think for your entire life, they're going to look at you and they're going to see a baby. They're going to see a baby whose diapers they change. They're also going to feel this intense, unspeakable fear about your well-being. Like, they are so worried for your well-being. Oh! Golly gee, hell's Pels couldn't get off his leg. They feel it's not normal. It's like a pathological illness that they're experiencing. Their level of like worry for you and love for you, it's like way out of the realm of normal. So you have to know that going in to this question, that like they are deeply concerned. So I would just be as mature about it as you can be and say, I want to go on a date with this person. Here's some information about this person. You know, this is exactly what I want to do for the date. You know, I want to do X and Y and Z, and I'm going to be home by this time, and, you know, you will be able to reach me here. And, you know, like, we're going to see this movie at this time, which will be followed by dinner at this restaurant. There will be people surrounding us at all times except when we are in the car, when we might fog up the windows a little bit, but we will be fine. Really what your parents want to know is that you're going to be okay. Oh, saved off the line! X button, X button, X button! Oh, I hit it too late. No, it worked out! Oh, I still don't know where the X button is. What happened? Is that the end of the game? Yeah! Oh, what a save off the line at the very end. And then even though I couldn't find the X button, we found a way to keep it out of the goal. Oh, this is good American fun. Thank you to Seb Brown, to Hell's Pels, to Yabamba, to Dicko, who scored a beautiful goal, and to whoever, I don't even know who it was, made that amazing pass. Good luck. Good luck getting your parents to let you go out on a date. But good luck in everything in your lives. Thank you for watching. Best wishes.